Okay, now we go with one more complicated problem. Okay, a mass is there which is having the linear motion along the x-axis, and it is coupled by the four springs K, K and K. All these springs are in along the one angle with the angle alpha, and one is perfectly vertical. Now see, displacement of mass is horizontal and this spring is perfectly vertical. It means that in case of displacement of this mass, this spring has to be neglected because this spring is exactly perpendicular to it. It means that its horizontal component is 0. So we have to neglect this spring. Now we need to find out the equivalent of these three springs. Now see, the spring K and K are in parallel. It means that this is a 2K and this is spring in K are in series. It means that 1 upon K equivalent is equal to 1 upon 2K plus 1 upon K, like this. Okay, so finally K equivalent comes out to be 2K divided by 3. Okay, so this is the value of K equivalent as 2K divided by 3 finally. Okay, now see, still this is the equivalent spring stiffness. Now displacement spring is along this direction, that is alpha with the horizontal, and mass is traveling along this direction by displacement x as shown in figure. It means that displacement of spring is not same as a x. That way to find it out. Okay, so that displacement delta I can find it as x is equal x into cos of alpha minus theta. Now this is alpha. It means that initial angle is alpha. It is reduced by some margin, but since the displacement is very small in microns or maybe in millimeters, so this theta is very small. So we consider the change of angle is very small. So we consider delta is equal to x cos of alpha for simplicity. So how to find out who for next? Now see, this is a mass, just I have shown the a video of it. Then this is a spring force, this is a displacement. Along this side it will be displaced as, it will be K equivalent into x cos of alpha. Okay, this is a spring force along this direction, and this is the inertia force because this displaced along this side, so it will be m into x double dot. This is inertia force, you have to provide it, and then it is moving along this side. Now this force I have to convert x cos alpha. Is it x cos alpha? It is x cos squared alpha. Is it fine? I'm sorry, it is a x cos alpha. This is a spring displacement because x cos alpha is a displacement of the spring. So x cos alpha is a spring force along this direction. So I have to neutralize the forces in two directions. Is it fine? So now this is a displacement x. Okay, now I have to resolve it along this side. So along this side, this force is K equivalent into x cos alpha. This is a force into sin alpha along this side, and along the direction of motion the force is F is equal to, that is K equivalent, okay, into x cos of alpha into cos of alpha once again. So I can get it as K equivalent into x cos squared alpha. This is the resultant force along this side. Okay, now we start with the actual analysis. Fine. So what is the, as per the energy method, net kinetic energy plus net potential energy of the system remains constant. So first of all, net kinetic energy, which is equal to 1/2 into m into x dot square plus 1/2. Now what is the force along this direction? So it will be 1/2 K equivalent into x cos squared alpha. Is it fine? K x 1/2 m 1/2 K x squared. Okay, so K into x squared, x into cos squared alpha. So it will be K into x squared cos squared alpha. I am very sorry, in here itself I have to write down K into x into cos squared alpha. Fine. So now that is equal to constant. Now take the derivation. Take the derivation with respect to time. So I get it as 1/2 into this m into 2x dot into x double dot plus 1/2 into this K equivalent, that is 2K by 3, that we will put it afterwards, into 2x, okay, 2x cos squared alpha into x double dot, that is equal to 0. If we simplify it, then this 1 half and this 1 half will get cancelled it out. This x dot, 2x dot, this again 2x, and again this x dot will get cancelled it out. So finally what I get it as, it will be m into x double dot plus it will be k equivalent into cos squared alpha, that is equal to cos squared alpha into x, that is equal to 0. So if you convert it as x double dot is equal to x double dot plus k equivalent into cos squared alpha, okay, upon m into x, that should be equal to 0. So what is the value of k equivalent? If you put the value of k equivalent in it, that is 2k upon 3. So finally you will get the value of omega n is equal to k equivalent. It's a 2k divided by 3 into cos squared alpha upon m. So this is the value of natural frequency of the given system. Okay. Now you can see the two types of problems are there. Again a pulley, mass and a spring. Here again a pulley, mass and a spring. But here pulley is fixed, location of spring is here. Here location of spring is upward, which is connected to the pulley by means of a spring. Okay, it means that in this case mass has linear motion and pulley has only rotary motion at an angle theta. But in this case this mass having the linear displacement as x, this pulley is having the linear displacement, let it be x2, as well as this pulley has a rotational motion as an angle theta. Okay, so first of all let me just start with the basic things. First of all, is there a single degree of freedom? That way to see it. So mass m is displaced, it means that this center point is fixed. So this point is moving by a distance of x in a vertical downward direction. So this is the angular displacement theta. So I can write down x is equal to r sin theta, but since theta is very small, so can I write down x is equal to r theta. Okay, so this is we can find out the relation between the x and theta. So it's a single degree of freedom system. In this system, if you find it out in this system, displacement x is a displacement of mass, displacement of x2 is the displacement of pulley in a vertical direction, and theta is angular displacement. It means that there will be three different terms are there, x, x2 and theta. Let me see whether we find out the relation or not. In such kind of problems, find out this point as a stationary. So I will find out this point as a stationary. So if I displace it by x, okay, then this is the angular. I know this is the actual angle theta, but since the displacement is very small, so I can treat this as a theta. Okay, so from this relation I can write down x is equal to 2r sin theta, because this is a total diagonal, so 2r, so x is equal to 2r sin theta. Okay, and here x2 is equal to r sin theta. So can I write down x2 is equal to r theta, because theta is very small, and here x is equal to 2r sin theta, so x is equal to 2r theta. Now from both these relations I can write down x2 is equal to x by 2. It means that I can find out the relation between the theta, between x and between x2. So again it's a single degree freedom system. So now we start with the solution of individual problem. So let it be a net kinetic energy of the system is equal to kinetic energy of the mass small m of translational type plus kinetic energy of mass capital M of only rotational type, not translational type. So which is equal to 1/2 into this mass m into x dot squared plus 1/2 into this kinetic energy of rotational, so it will be I into theta dot square. Okay, now I have to replace either x into theta or theta into x. Let it be, we go for the in terms of x. So can I write down, it will be 1/2 into this mass m into x dot square, keep it as it is, plus 1/2 into I. So what is the value of rotational? It will be capital M r squared by 2, okay, into theta dot square. What is theta? So x is equal to r theta, so theta is equal to x upon r, so it will be x dot upon r bracket square. If you simplify it, so can I write down, it will be 1/2 common here, and his r squared and r squared will cancel it out, so it will be 1/2 m plus it will be capital M by 2 and whole multiplied by x dot square. Similarly can I write down the potential energy of the system, which is equal to, now this is nothing but M equivalent, M equivalent. So, okay, so at the same time, potential energy of the spring is equal to 1/2 into K into x squared, because inextensible string, so I can consider displacement of spring as x only. Okay, now this is nothing but the K equivalent, so I can write down the value of omega n is equal to this M K equivalent upon equivalent, so it will be K upon M equivalent is small m plus capital M divided by 2. This is the answer for this problem. Now similar problem is asked over here. Now here what I can write down, again I can write down kinetic energy of the entire system is equal to kinetic energy of the mass m of translational type plus kinetic energy of mass capital M. Now here translational as well as rotational, so I can write down T plus R, translational plus rotational, which is equal to 1/2 into this mass m into x dot squared plus 1/2. What is the translation? It will be 1/2 into this capital M into x2 dot squared plus 1/2 into this I into theta dot square. So which is equal to 1/2 into this mass m into x dot square plus 1/2 into this mass m. What is the value of x2? x2 is equal to x by 2, so x dot divided by 2 bracket square plus 1/2 into this I is equal to m r squared by 2 into again theta. What is the value of theta? So from it I can write down theta is equal to, from this relation, theta is equal to x by 2. Is it x by 2? X upon 2r. So I can write down it will be x dot upon 2r bracket square. Okay. So if you try to simplify it, I can rub some part of it. So then I can complete, write down, fill up all data. Okay. So what I can write down here, which is equal to x is equal to, x is equal to r theta, not 2r theta. Okay, sorry, 2r in our case. Now, which is equal to 1/2 into this mass m into x dot squared plus 1/2 into this mass m divided by plus 1/2 into m divided by 4 into x dot squared plus 1/2 into this m r squared by 2 into, it will be x dot square upon 2r, so it will be 4r square. So after the simplification, after this further simplification, what you can get it, after the further simplification, what you will get it, which is equal to 1/2 into this mass m into x dot square plus 1/2 into this mass, it will be m by 4 into x dot square plus, now this 4r square, so it will be m r squared by 2, and here x divided by, any mistake, x is equal to 2r sin theta. Okay, so this r square and r square, cancel it out, so it will be capital M divided by 8 into x dot square. Okay, that is 1/2 will be there itself. So can I write down, it will be 1/2 into bracket, it will be small m plus capital M by 4 plus capital M by 8 into x dot square. Okay, so finally I can write it down as, net kinetic energy of the system is equal to 1/2 into bracket, it will be m plus m by 4 plus m by 8, so it will be 3m upon 8, 3 into capital M upon 8, okay, into x dot square. Now this term is nothing but M equivalent. Similarly, I will go for net potential energy of the system. So only one spring is there, so which is equal to 1/2 into K into x2 square, which is equal to 1/2 into this K. What is the value of x2 in the form of x1? x2 is equal to x by 2, K into x by 2 bracket square. So I can get it as 1/2 into this k into x squared divided by 4. So can I write down, it will be 1 half into this value of k divided by 4 into x squared. So this is nothing but the k equivalent. So after putting this, we can get the equation for omega n is equal to k equivalent upon I equivalent. So it will be k upon 4 divided by this equation as m plus capital M divided by 8. Just I will write down somewhere here in order to get the clear cut idea. So omega n is equal to square root of k by 4 and whole divided by, it will be m plus capital M divided by 8. So this is nothing but a complete solution of looking similar problems. It means that both problems are looking similar but both solutions have different. Let's start with one more critical problem. Just repeatedly I have just modified to it by some extent. Now this is a fixed support, okay, and this is a pulley of mass small m and radius r. Okay, it is connected by two springs, one at its center and one at its periphery, both having the stiffness k. Now just we have to find out whether it's a single degree freedom or multi-degree freedom. There is only one mass and those are coupled by means of two springs. It means that from this displacement of mass we can find out the displacement of spring and both springs very easily. So it's a single degree freedom. So first of all we have to displace it. So any system give the displacement. Suppose by rolling it, it means that it will try to roll it like this. So due to the rolling, this center is shifted from this position to this position, and let it be the linear displacement of this mass as x. So if I redraw it once again, so this is a new position of the mass. So let it be, while moving from this position to this position, its angular displacement, let it be theta. Okay. Now the linear displacement of this point, of this center point, is x. Already we have written it. So assume the displacement of this point, now this moving this is, let it be x1. Okay. Now the parameters are theta, x and x1. Now we have to find out the relation between the theta, x and x1. So we have to find out the relation between the x and theta. See, it's the angular displacement. It means that can I write down x is equal to r sine theta, and since theta is very small, so can I write down x is equal to r theta. So I can find out the relation between the x and theta. So it's very fine. Now in such a cases, just assume this point. It means that this point is stationary, and just try to give the displacement like this. Okay. Now in our case, this is the displacement x, let it be angle phi, okay, and this is the x1. Okay. Now this distance is radius and this distance is diagonal. So from this can I write down x is equal to r sine phi, let it be. So what is the value of x1? X1 is equal to 2r sine phi. So can I write down from this relation, can I write down x1 is equal to 2 times x straight away. Okay, from this relation can I write down x1 is equal to 2x. Okay. Now we start with the our regular, because we have find out relation between the x1 and x. Okay. Similarly we have find out relation between x and r theta. So we finally find out the relation in terms of theta. Let it be in terms of theta, because it's a rotational disk also. Okay. So how to find it out? So net kinetic energy of the system is equal to kinetic energy of mass capital N. Now in this case, mass is rotating as well as translating. It means that having translatory plus rotary motion. So can I write down, it will be 1/2 into this mass m into x dot squared plus 1/2 into this I into theta dot squared. Okay. So let it be, we'll solve in terms of x, so which is equal to 1/2 into this mass m into x dot squared plus 1/2 into this I. What is the value of I in this case? It will be m r squared by 2 into theta. What is the value of theta? So theta is equal to x dot upon r bracket square. So can I write down, it will be 1/2 into this mass m x dot square plus 1 half into this m r squared by 2 into x dot square upon r square. Okay, so it's r squared, and so we cancel it out. So I can write down it will be 1 half into this mass m plus m by 2 into x dot square straight away. Okay, so this is the value of m equivalent. Fine. Similarly, now we go for the net potential energy of the spring, which is equal to 1 half. Consider first of all this spring k into x squared plus, well, for this spring, so it will be 1 half into this k into x1 square. So what is the value of x1? 2 times x, so it will be 1 half into this k x squared plus 1 half into this k, it will be 2x bracket square, so which is equal to 1 half into this value of k x squared plus 1 half into this 4k x squared, which is equal to 1 half into bracket, it will be a k plus 4k, and I have to multiply it by x squared, so which is equal to 1 half into this 5k x square. So this is nothing but k equivalent. So what is the value of omega n? Omega n is equal to k equivalent upon m equivalent. So omega n is equal to 5k divided by, it will be m plus m by 2, so it will be 3m divided by 2. Okay, if you further simplified it, so what I can get it as omega n is equal to square root of, it will be in upward direction, so it will be 10k upon 3m. Okay, again this is a simple problem. It will be look like a simple problem. That's a horizon, that's a trolley is traveling in a slant by an angle alpha. Okay, and is connected by a string of stiffness k. Okay, so first of all we go for a force analysis to it. Okay, now this is a trolley, okay, just of mass m, okay, whose downward force is mass m into g, and its stiffness, or it will be k, is connected to this k into x, let it be a displacement by a x. Okay, then if I resolve the force, then this force will be mg sin alpha, and this force is mg cos alpha. So neglect this mg cos alpha because this is not in the direction of motion. So can I write down this spring force kx is equal to mg sin alpha. Okay, but now at x is equal to 0, there is certain specific displacement, that is called as the delta. So delta is a static displacement. So for static displacement I can write down mg sin alpha is equal to mg sin alpha is equal to k into delta. This is for static equilibrium. For static equilibrium, mg sin alpha is equal to k delta. Now we assume our application as an x. Okay, so net kinetic energy is equal to kinetic energy of the mass m. What type of kinetic energy? This is mass in the form of trolley. It means that it won't rotate, it translate only. So of translational type, which is equal to 1 half into mass m into x dot square. Okay, let it be a potential energy. So only one spring is there, so can I write down it will be 1 half into this k into x squared. Same displacement is there. So if you find out from this, if you apply the energy method, then what I have to write down? So net Ke plus potential energy is equal to constant. So 1 half into this m into x dot squared plus 1 half into this k x squared, that is equal to constant. Again differentiate it with respect to time t. Okay, so what I get it will be 1 half into this mass m into 2x dot into x double dot plus 1 half into this k into 2x into x dot is equal to 0. So finally this x dot term and x dot term will let cancel it out. 1 half, 1 half, this 2 and 2 let cancel it out. So you'll get it as mx double dot plus kx is equal to 0. Therefore omega n is equal to square root of omega n is equal to square root of k upon m straight away. Okay, this is the equation, this is correct, but we have to extend itself. So what is the value of mg sin alpha is equal to k delta? Is it fine? So what is the value of, from this calculate the value of k? So what is the value of k? K is equal to mg sin alpha upon delta. Okay, so further same equation can be solved as, what is the value of k? It will be mg sin alpha upon m is as it is upon delta. Okay, so if you simplify it, this m and m will cancel it out. So I can write down omega n is equal to square root of g sin alpha upon delta. Both answers are correct. This answer is also correct, but this is more simplified. Start with the same problem, but instead of trolley there is a roller. Okay, but what change happens in this case? Okay, so in this case change is that only additional rotational type of kinetic energy there. Okay, now this is the mass, okay, which is mounted on this, so it is displaced, its cg gets displaced by amount of x, okay, from this position, and this is the fixed surface by an angle alpha. So again this displacement is k. Okay, this displacement along this side it will be x displacement, so along this side spring force is same kx. His mass is along this side, it will be m into g. So now if I resolve it, it will be mg sin alpha, and along this direction it will be mg cos alpha. But mg cos alpha is perpendicular to the motion, so neglect it. So can I write down, it will be mg sin alpha is equal to k into x, but at x is equal to 0 this term is delta, so can I write down, it will be mg sin alpha is equal to k into delta. So delta, so from this can I write down stiffness k is equal to mg sin alpha upon delta, which can be put it afterwards in next equation. So first of all write down kinetic energy of the system, then kinetic energy of the system is equal to kinetic energy of the mass m of translational type plus rotational type, which is equal to 1 half, okay, 1 half m into x dot square plus 1 half into this I into theta dot square. Let it be a theta with the angular displacement, theta with the angular displacement of this mass. So what I can write down, it will be 1 half into this mass m into x dot square plus 1 half into this, it will be m r squared by 2 into theta. What is the value of theta? Theta is equal to x is equal to r theta. Standard relation for such kind of problem, x is equal to r into theta. So can I write down x is equal to theta is equal to x upon r, so x dot upon r bracket square. So finally what are getting it, 1 half m into x dot squared plus 1 half into this m r squared by 2, okay, into x dot square upon r square. So r square, so it cancel it out, so I can get it as 1 half m, it will be m plus m by 2 into x dot square. Okay, so this is nothing but the m equivalent. Now we go for the net potential energy of the swing, which is equal to 1 half k into x squared. So I can straight away I can write down m is equal to, I can write down omega n is equal to this m equivalent, k equivalent upon this m equivalent, so which is equal to k upon, it will be 3 m divided by 2. Now if I put this value of k in above equation, So what I can write down, omega n is equal to square root of, it will be mg sin alpha upon delta into 3m divided by 2. So this m and m will cancel it out. So your simplified answer will be omega n is equal to square root of, it will be 2g sin alpha upon 3 delta. So this is the final answer for the given problem if is a roller.